Headshots are the leading cause of death when somebody is shot in Chicago. 64 people have died from headshots in the year of 2023, but 51 people were wounded and survived from the headshot. Headshots are glorified by Chicago gang members, and there's a lot of unique situations where some people survive from a headshot, but a lot of people don't.
Chase your ass down. Trip the shit at you, then I'm gonna stand over. Well, I might give you the whole 30 instead of 4.
My boy back, he don't got enough. You got something to say about the shit going on in your city?
Everything a rap. We rapping shit up.
It's just common to you, for right?
I ain't even a question. I've been at his house.
8, 9, 10, 7?
I'd say about 7.
7 years old. Man, that's young.
56,000 gunshots have been detected by gunshot detectors in 2023, which this means around every week, around 2,000 to 3,000 gunshots is being detected.
We young men, we still learning, we still living on bro.
And in Englewood alone, 6,300 gunshots has been detected. But let's go to this first murder, which happened on May 26, 2013. This guy was from the Syracuse City 1400 East set, which is a set of BDs and black stones. They are located around 72nd and 76. At around 9:30 p.m., Ferrio Denard was found in an alley between Dorchester and Dante Avenue, just north of 74th Street. He was shot a total of 9 times in the head, so he had to be a big target on the ops list. He would die at only the age of 18. He was a well-loved member from 1400E. This next person was another well-loved member from the 6th Ward set. This gang is allegedly allied with Chunky City, Red Tape, Third Gang, and Tim City. They allegedly beef with Dump Street, Insane City, Baco Hood, and S-Dub. But on November 26, 2009, Martel Barrett, aka Bide, was on his way to school when he was shot 5 times in the face and head. He was shot near 67 in Damon, plus he was only 17 at the age of his death. A guy by the name of Timothy Lightfoot, 18 years of age, was arrested for the murder, but unsure if he's still locked up to this day. But this is where it gets crazy. On April 24, 2016, his family was having a memorial for him in the 2000 block of West 68 Place. At around 11:10 p.m., 5 people were shot on a porch on a home, which left Mard Bird's brother, 38-year-old Devon Bird, dead. Witnesses say that the shooter was wearing all black clothing and fired at least 30 yards away into the crowd. This next murder would be super tragic because a 14-year-old girl would lose her life. It would be June 2nd, 2021. At around 6 p.m., Savannah Quintero and her boyfriend had just bought snacks on a corner store on 48th and Wood Street when they were confronted by 3 young gunmen. They asked if she was in a gang and she said she wasn't, at which the 3 chased her halfway down the block and opened fire. The gunman shot twice, striking her in the head, and the gunman jumped into an SUV and sped off after they shot her.
Cheryl, this 14-year-old girl is the 23rd child shot here in the city of Chicago since May 22nd. That makes nearly 24 children shot in less than the last 2 weeks.
Surveillance video from a corner convenience store shows a 14-year-old girl walking her dog with her boyfriend near 48th and Southwood.
She came in and she bought some chips and pop. She had her dog here, tied to this thing, and her boyfriend was with her.
She wasn't a part of a gang, but allegedly one of her relatives was, and he belonged to the rival gang Almighty Saints. She was taken to the hospital and underwent surgery that night. 14-year-old Savannah would die 4 days later from her injuries though. A 17-year-old would be charged in the murder of Savannah. I couldn't find any details on him, but this was a tragic loss. This next incident will be another unique situation because the guy would be shot 3 times in the head and would survive. A Securo man was at a stoplight at about 11:30 p.m. on Lakeshore Drive near Chicago Avenue when a person threw up gang signs and shouted gang slogans at him and then shot at him multiple times as he was waiting for the red light. He was taken to the hospital where he was listed in fair condition. Police were investigating whether the victim was involved in the gang, but the police said after the investigation they couldn't find no gang affiliation. Some of you guys might remember this next person. He was a rapper from the Titanic Stone set, which is mostly filled with Black P stones. These guys are located around 79th and South Shore Drive. But on May 25th, 2019, a rapper by the name of GMEBE Bands, who was also blowing up at the time. The reason of him blowing up is because he was a unique rapper at the time. He was a white boy in the streets of Chicago, gangbanging and doing music. But on May 25th, 2019, William Arze, 25 years of age, was convicted for beating EBE Bands to death. He struck him in the head with a baseball bat, then moved his body to a wooded area and set him on fire. Also, another guy was connected in the murder too.
I came onto the block on some business type before I became in part of music, you know. That's all I'm gonna say on that, but yeah.
Okay.
It is, we as GMEB, we is not a gang, we is a family. We do this because we do this for our brothers, we do this for each other, we do this to take off, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with color.
This next person was from the KTS set, which stands for Kill to Survive. They are located around Pockettown from 71st to 74th, but their main street is 73rd and University. 31-year-old Andre Sylvester was leaving Cook County Jail right before 9 p.m. when gunmen got out of two parked cars and shot him 64 times. KTS Dre was known to put in work, and this was really a statement kill. We have a whole story on our page about him, so make sure you go check that out. But on December 11th, 2022, at around 2:26 a.m., an altercation broke out in a bar that went to the street in West Melrose Street and North Central Avenue. 4 people would end up getting shot in the head. 50-year-old Vicky Vera, 26 Mario Pizarros, and 24-year-old Mercedes Tarvis was all shot in the head and died. A 25-year-old woman was shot in the head and survived. At the time, she was listed in critical condition. This next incident would happen on May 17th, 2023. At around 12:15 p.m., Ronnie Roper was walking in the 1000 block of East 95th Street. He was outside of the Violence Prevention Center, and plus he also worked there for 9 months. Somebody walked up on him outside of the center and shot him in the head. The non-profit organization aimed to reduce gun violence throughout the streets by giving therapy, life coaching, education, and job training. This next incident would leave a well-known rapper shot in the head. It was around October 22nd, 2018, where Marvell Williams, aka FBG Wooski, would be shot in the head. It was for the funeral of Dusky, who died a couple weeks before that. FBG Wooski survived from this incident, and I have a whole story on him too on my page, so make sure you go check that out. But that'll be about it for this video. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed, stay well. Yeah, I'm out.